right. So I've been waiting a while to do this. It might be a little anticlimactic, but I think it's going to be pretty dope. So I got this unused, brand new game. It's WWE Guess Who, which, I knew there was a WWE Monopoly. They really need to make the game of life in WWE. That would be an incredible...
Ooh, that would be
good. But so I knew there was a Monopoly, and, I have some other WWE board games, but this was really exciting to learn that WWE Guess Who exists. So, Mason, my friend here, Mason, is with me, and did you play this growing up, man? The original game, Guess Who?
I played the original Guess Who. I did not play, obviously, the WWE Guess Who, not yet. But I have played the original Guess Who. I don't remember all that much about it, except I do remember that there were a lot more men than women. So, like, your first move, if you were smart, were to be like, is your person a guy or a girl, or whatever. What does it have to be, yes or no questions? And you just eliminate, if it is a girl, you just eliminate like 60% of the potential options.
Yeah, so I think probably there's some like nerd who has figured out the exact right questions to ask in Guess Who. I bet we could even look that up. Like perfect strategy to original Guess Who. But this is WWE where they say anything can happen. So we're not going to look up any special algorithms. We're just going to let things play out organically. I'm opening up this bad boy
this thing
right
is
now.
Still shrink wrapped, and it
Dude,
includes a free top trumps card. And I don't know what a top trumps card is, but I guess we'll see.
I was really excited that I was getting a trading card with this. I got to be honest with you.
Oh, so this is like okay.
I think it's going to be like a trading card. Yeah. So Mason, it says ages 6 and up, so we qualify.
We're there. On the box, I see a really ripped Denver Broncos fan in blue and orange. What does that say? Give up.
Yeah, so Mason...
That's Jonathan Cena.
Okay, so is that the only person you know on the cover?
Let's see. That is... I see John Cena. I see Poison Ivy from Batman.
Awesome.
I see Khal Drogo's younger brother.
Who's Khal Drogo's?
From Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Khaleesi's
He's talking about
husband.
Seth Rollins.
I see a dude from American Chopper.
He's talking about Bray Wyatt.
I see the legit boss, New Jersey housewife.
He's talking about Sasha Banks.
And a Samoan, or I'm sorry, a Maori.
He is Samoan.
A Maori.
That's
man.
Roman Reigns. Yeah, he's Samoan.
I don't have anything good for this guy. Just
That's because he looks pure, like a wrestler should really look.
Yeah, he
That's
does look
Randy
like a martial
Orton.
artist or something. Okay.
Randy Orton, the Viper,
and
the apex predator.
Ooh, that's cool. I like the Viper. Now on the back, I see Lisa Frank's 3 black adopted children.
That's the New Day. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I won't go through the others here, but I love the questions that they have here. Like, this is what you'd ask in the game. Does he wear a mask? No. Is he Brock Lesnar? Yes. So, I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, see, I think what makes this a little bit different from the original Guess Who game is that this could actually hinge in some ways on your knowledge of wrestling. Because instead of just saying, like, oh, do they have this physical feature, you could be like, have they main evented WrestleMania? Or, like, anything you want that would be, like, a wrestling knowledge-based question. And then, so the fact that I'm a big wrestling fan and Mason knows very little about wrestling, it kind of makes the dynamic interesting because I can't actually really ask Mason that many wrestling-based questions.
Yeah, this would be funny to record with someone who actually does know a lot about wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a quicker game, maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And, like, but see, like, a question I could ask Mason to, like, gain some knowledge would be, like, you know, do you have a character that you recognize right away? And so then I could be like, okay, that's only going to be so many people that he recognizes. Yeah. So
like
anyway,
biggest of the big.
So let's pop this guy open. Ooh, that nice clean feel of opening. Oh, we're going to have to do it. Well, no, actually, it doesn't look like too much construction. Let's see.
I think yeah, we pop this open.
Oh my
like
god, this little web of parts reminds me of when I would get like a G.I. Joe. And you'd have to, like, unscrew the guns and, like,
Or, like, a slot car, model car, something like that.
What the heck? Okay, let's see. Oh, no.
Is this... I think... okay.
We're gonna have to put all the stickers on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have to read the directions.
All right, we're hitting pause and coming back. Hang on. Wow. We just finished the construction of the game, and
it only took like 15 minutes.
I'm sort of delighted and disappointed. Like, it's almost funny how cheap the game is. I mean, I didn't pay a high premium for it, but like,
it's not your standard Guess Who, unless they changed Guess Who.
Yeah, like, it's just so cheap, you know, and they have this weird system where you have to, like, put your boards back to back and, like, prop them up like a teepee or a tent together. And it's, otherwise you're just able to kind of, like, easily see your opponent's board if you don't set it up this way. You know, we were putting the game box as a partition until we figured out how we were supposed to actually do it. This manual that goes along with the game is just a little pamphlet, two sheets.
Like, it's an 8.5 by 11.
Little 2-sheeter.
Yeah, the big booklet folded.
And it does not give you a lot of directions. And so if you were a 6-year-old trying to play this game, you'd be pretty screwed.
I will say, in fairness, on the box, under ages 6+, it does say adult assembly required. We just needed to find an adult.
Well, these two adults had to actively break pieces off of the game to get it to construct properly.
That's true, which was not in the instructions.
No, and I'm still convinced we probably did something wrong. But we broke off these little pegs that were just getting in the way of putting the sliders in, and they just seemed to serve no function from what we could tell. So, and we're playing right now. We got, well, not yet, but we got the board set up just fine. So we must not have done something horribly wrong. So the setup is decide which side of the WWE Superstar sheets you want to play and slide it into the place behind the doors.
Side A.
There's two sides, like, with different superstars. There's like a red side and a gray side, and so we're using the red side. It might be a Raw SmackDown division kind of thing from when this came out, maybe that's why they've done the roster split like this. Or they just want to give the game more replay value, like two sides of characters, like never-ending gameplay.
Yeah,
but it's pretty ending, not never-ending. Okay, so
we have 2 sliders.
So we have to choose. Okay, here's what the directions say about how to get started. Choose a mystery WWE superstar from one of the top 2 rows and slide the character selector over that WWE superstar. The other character selector should be on a white dot. Okay, so Mason, on the bottom row of your superstars,
okay, bottom,
you need to slide your selector to choose a wrestler. And don't tell me.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the same thing.
Are you going to do the top row or bottom row?
We're both... I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can do either. Like,
okay. Because either. Okay.
So just 24. Basically check everybody out and then pick who you want.
Okay. All right.
There might be some strategy in this.
I can tell you that there's definitely some people who would be strategically unwise to choose.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling.
I feel like, I could be wrong.
Man, it's bad that there's a person on here that I don't know, who I'm gonna have to look up. Oh no, I do know him. Okay. I do know him. It's Colin Cassidy, and I'm very much used to him just being called Cassidy.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't.
So I'm not picking him. You have one clue. Okay, I'm gonna pick somebody. This is taking too long.
Okay.
God, how do you do this without like giving away?
Or like
the sliders are not nice.
Are super.
I'm just gonna like close my eyes, so I'm not seeing what you're doing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like land on somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, you really should like just have your back turned while the other person is choosing theirs. This game has no discreet quality to it at all. It's and you have to touch the board so gingerly, or it feels like it's gonna fall over. I also love how the little windows that reveal the wrestlers can easily fall off. It's like, why would those little flaps fall off? I know in the Guess Who game they were detachable. Maybe it's so that you could... In the Guess Who game, though, those things had the characters on them, the things that flap. And so, in a way, being detachable could make sense, because you could align your board in a certain way you wanted by taking them off and then putting them back on.
Right.
Like, if you wanted to have all the men in, like, the back and all the women in the front for, like, your own board or whatever, or, like...
Well, I wonder if... Because I remember that every Guess Who game that was in a daycare or, like, an after-school program had a couple of them missing. Like, some of the little cards that were slatted in were just missing. So maybe that's why they chose to do it this way.
Those characters just escaped.
Yeah.
They were in like toy purgatory and they escaped.
They're gone.
Like Fred.
That sounds
It just
great.
says like Fred in black marker in the spot.
Yeah.
Like there's no
Just
Fred
like,
anymore.
nope, can't choose him.
All right, so we've chosen our mystery superstars that we're gonna try to guess from each other's boards, we have to open every single door. It says open all the doors on your game tray so you can see the WWE superstars.
That is another change because it looks like this is a lot more like a door. You know that it has the hinge on the left.
This isn't easy to do without like jostling the whole board.
It's very well. They have those little like nubs that you can use.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Which is kind of nice, but that was what was so.
Okay, you can kind of do them quickly if you just like slide across all the nubs.
But,
okay.
Wait, how much quicker could you do it in the other game? You just
bend the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you could if we were playing with our own boards and just holding them up. We could do that. All right. Anyway.
Okay.
Object of the game is to guess your opponent's mystery WWE superstar before they guess yours. Exclamation point. They were excited about that idea. Okay, so it says the younger player goes first, which means Mason Shane is going first. He is much younger than me. I am way wiser, way older, way more seasoned.
Were you born in 87?
Yeah.
Okay.
Players alternate turns by asking a yes or no question. Depending on the answer, you will close the doors to as many faces as you know are not your opponent's superstar.
Oh, gosh.
For example, you can ask, does your WWE superstar wear a mask? Your opponent answers no. Close all the superstar doors with someone wearing a mask. Now you are closer to figuring out the mystery superstar. Okay. Once you think you know your opponent's mystery WWE superstar, wait until your next turn and make your guess instead of asking a question. Okay, so you can't guess and ask a question on the same turn? It says instead.
I don't think so.
If you guess correctly, you win. If you guess wrong, your opponent wins.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Okay, that's pretty harsh.
I guess.
Wait, championship play. I have to read this. Championship play. For tournament style play? Pause. Who is doing tournament style play in Guess Who? This is not a competitive, like, strategic
16
game.
Favorite friends.
So, for tournament style play, slide the scorekeeper up 1 for every game you win. The first player to 5. Oh, which that's just like if you're playing to 5.
Yeah.
That's not like a tournament.
No.
Okay, challenge game. For an extra challenge, both players choose 2 superstars, one from the first row and one from the second row. And your object is to guess both of your opponent's superstars. You'll have to say both or either when asking your questions. For example, do both of your superstars wear a hat? Does either of your superstars have tattoos? Be very careful when eliminating your superstars. For example, if you ask, do either of your superstars wear a hat? And your opponent answers yes, you cannot close any doors because even though one might have a hat, the other might not.
Right.
To win the challenge game, you must guess both of your superstars correctly. The challenge game sounds a little extra.
It is a little extra. It's
for
when you've gone through too many Guess Who's.
Right. Okay, so we both have our guy chosen. So I guess...
I'm the youngest.
Yeah, you're the youngest, so you go.
Does your WWE superstar have facial hair?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Oh, I don't even know if this fool has facial hair. No, blacked out. Don't know about you. Okay. That was pretty good. I'm ready.
Would you say that most of your superstar's chest is exposed?
That's incredible.
I qualified it, which makes it a little tricky. Would you say that most of your superstar's chest is exposed?
No.
No.
I would say...
Okay. No, you would say no? Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
God.
I gotta carefully do these. Most. Okay. Yeah, I'd say that's most. Okay, that's most. That's definitely most. Yeah. There's some tough ones.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Wait, which picture are we referencing? Because, for example, like, I'm looking at one where, like, in the full photo, in the top where we choose, it goes, like, all the way down to his, like,
weird.
almost to his belly button. But
Right.
then when I'm looking at it in the slide, it stops more at, like, his chest.
It's a little more close, yeah.
Yeah, so which one are you referring to when you're answering?
The one that is closer.
Well, no,
I think the answer wouldn't change.
Okay. I love how I made it confusing already. Oh, that's a tricky one. I am gonna do that one though. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Does your WWE superstar is he wearing? I guess I shouldn't say he necessarily. Is leather a part of their costume?
No.
No, leather is not. Okay, so that means I would eliminate anyone with leather. That's not that many. Not a great guess there. Okay.
Does your superstar have facial hair?
Yes.
Okay.
This is kind of hard because there's not like a lot of too many differences.
Can't tell if this guy has facial hair. I don't think so.
Yeah, like what would a kid ask?
I mean, I've done pretty well with my two.
I've been pretty jealous of your two, to be honest with you.
I think facial hair should have helped you with your first one, though.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, is your WWE superstar smiling?
No.
No, okay.
I don't think many of them are smiling.
No, they're not.
The women are both smiling on mine. That's interesting. That shows something. Oh, a couple of the guys are.
Okay. Yeah. Not too many left here.
Okay. Is your superstar wearing cutoffs where his arms are like fully exposed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It doesn't help me too much. All right.
Okay. Does your WWE superstar go, at least, is their name displayed as one name, or do they have two? Do you understand my question?
Uh-huh.
Wait,
well, no,
okay,
so you have to ask it as a yes or no question.
Okay, does your WWE superstar go by one name?
No.
Okay, no.
Man, it's getting hard to really distinguish them.
Yeah.
Does your superstar have medium to long hair?
Medium to long hair, no. No, they do not.
No, okay. I'm going to count one of these people as medium. I love how my questions are open to interpretation. That way I can get mad at Mason if I'm wrong. It's all clever ploy. I have an out.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, how can I ask this? Does your WWE superstar wear a headdress of some kind?
No.
Okay.
See, I'm down to 3. And
I am too.
And I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to get rid of 2 at once. But,
Smart. Yeah.
But I don't know if there is. Let's see. What I've noticed right now, one big change from the original game is like eye color is almost like impossible to discern. Where in the other game it was like super bright, because it was like a cartoon drawing. This is like you can hardly even tell what their eye color is here, and just like Anyway, would you say that the wrestler's attire? That's not gonna work. All right. Is your wrestler white?
I would have to say that yes. My wrestler is.
All right. I can't do it yet.
Okay. I'm a little concerned because it's like I don't know how many people do you have left, or do you just have?
I have 2 left.
Okay. I guess it's either I take a shot or
I'll
wait
probably
for
win. Yeah.
But I think.
Oh, well, no, because I can't guess and answer on the same turn.
Right.
So you actually have 2 turns.
Right. Okay. So I think that I'm gonna have to ask this question.
Okay.
And it's gonna be difficult to answer. I think.
Okay.
Does your WWE superstar appear to be wet or sweaty?
I was not expecting that. Wait, that's really hard to call. Wait, I guess I gotta look at both. I gotta look at the bigger picture. Yeah, but like that's like that's like the default of every wrestler's hair is oily.
Not their hair, their whole body.
Okay. No, I would say no.
No, you think that they're dry.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have the right person.
I don't know if I do either.
Oh man.
Is your guy holding a mask?
Yes. Is your guy Kevin Owens?
No.
Damn it!
So I win because Mason has Eric Rowan.
Is it? I do. Was it Colin Cassidy?
No, I told you I wasn't picking him. I wasn't gonna lie to you. That would have been dastardly.
Damn.
No, okay. I had Luke Harper.
Oh, see, look at his shirt. He appears sweaty. But you know what?
That one.
He doesn't look wet. His shirt kind of looks. Or is that his beard shadow?
If you just said like, well, yeah, his shirt might be a little dirty. Mm-hmm. But if you said oily hair, I might have said yes.
Right.
Because like maybe it is. But
does he have a bandage on his head, or is that Luke Harper?
No.
Oh, mine must be.
He just has a huge beard and a long hair.
Now, Eric Rowan, why is he holding a lamb mask?
So it's actually pretty funny that we picked Luke Harper and Eric Rowan because they're like tag team partners.
Oh, no kidding.
And they were both part of the Wyatt family.
Like Wyatt Earp?
Well, Bray Wyatt. You know that guy who said he was from like Truckers or Crocodile Hunters? What did you say that guy was from? Sons of Anarchy? When you were making fun of Bray Wyatt? The guy with like the
American Chopper?
Yeah, you said that guy. He was the leader of this faction. Okay. And he had these two as like, and so their whole thing was like Southern grotesque, like we're kind of creepy and like we're sort of culty and like.
Interesting.
So Rowan would sometimes wear that. I think it's a goat mask.
It's a goat.
I think it's a goat.
That would be a lot freakier than a sheep.
Either one would be pretty weird.
Yeah.
But, all right. So I think we should probably play one more time and flip the card. So we can play with the other set of wrestlers.
Going with the silver, black, gray.
Okay, I was able to slide the card out with too much trouble, but putting it back in might be a little...
That was because of the peg. We lost the pegs. Oh, God.
Yeah, basically by breaking the game, we improved it.
That's right.
I also... But technically, it lowered my value as a collector. I have a technically damaged game, but not by any fault of my own.
I think this is how it's supposed to. They just didn't include it in their instructions.
They're dingleberries. Yeah, the instructions in general are crap. So I told you I was much older and much wiser. So Mason's going first advantage.
Okay, because I lost, so I should go again, right? I mean,
I'm glad that our interpretive questions that I asked didn't end up coming into play. That would have given the game a serious asterisk.
Interpretive questions?
Well, yeah, you know how I said like medium to long hair and like mostly exposed chest and like so that was all kind of like open to interpretation.
Yeah, look at the people we chose.
Okay, so we gotta choose again. I feel like choosing might be one of the hardest parts.
Yeah,
because you just think about like could there be like a question that would just reveal it like right away?
Right. You know, and the other side, there are a few more women on this side, but on the other side, it was only 2 women.
I think there's only one more woman on this side, though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That is better, but it's funny to see these people at like a slightly younger, earlier age than like they are now. Like to see how things have changed and who's not even in the WWE anymore.
Who's not right now?
So on this side, let's see. Dean Ambrose is not in the WWE anymore. He's in AEW. Neville is in the same boat where he's now called Pac. The Bastard Pac. I love the Bastard Pac, dude. And I love Neville, but Neville is like his WWE slave name. Like it's like
Interesting.
He never was successful in WWE because Vince McMahon didn't like his look because he has like big ears and he's like little and
Oh
like,
my god.
but like yeah, it's like anyway. Yeah, so those guys aren't in there anymore.
He does look like some sort of weird.
Chris Jericho is in AEW now. The Rock is obviously like a Hollywood star. Mark Henry's retired.
Oh, interesting.
Goldust is now Dustin Reynolds in the AEW. Yeah, anyway.
Goldust is still doing his thing?
Yeah, dude, he's the man. He's like 50 and he's still like killing it. Anyway, let's see. I gotta pick somebody. Okay, I think I know who I'm doing.
I got mine.
Okay, so you go first again.
All right. I hate to ask this question, but it is something that we ask on a daily basis. Was he black?
No.
I mean, is your person black?
I had to look. I was like, no. He's not black.
Okay. But you have confirmed that it's a he. No. Okay.
Well, see, all the women are white.
That's true.
Well, actually, Sasha Banks might be Latina, but okay. Anyway, so does your wrestler have anything on their head other than hair, including sunglasses?
So
is there anything on their head?
Wait, this is like two.
No,
because you're like asking about.
It's still
hair.
a yes or no question.
You're asking about hair.
No, it's a yes or no question.
Okay.
That's the only rule is a yes or no question.
Okay,
it
go
doesn't
ahead.
Say, okay,
Ask
so
again.
do they have anything on their head other than hair? And I'm including sunglasses. So basically,
okay.
do they have hat? Do they have a hat or sunglasses on their head?
They have nothing on their head.
Okay. That was kind of a long shot. There's not that many, but if you had one though, I would have automatically been down to like 4.
Does your WWE superstar have any tattoos or face paint
Okay.
visible in their portraits?
No.
Okay.
Does your superstar have any elbow or wrist pads
Ooh, good question.
that are visible in the picture?
No.
No elbow or wrist pads.
No elbow or wrist pads.
That's a good one. Ooh, wait, does that count? Oh, no, yeah, those are visible. Wait. I don't like how the top picture is slightly different than the bottom picture.
Yeah.
That's really frustrating to me. That's a big no-no.
I'm saying no in both. Or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I actually see there's more people than I thought. Wow, that was a great question. I mean, you could just steal it.
Oh, let's see.
I guess it depends a little bit on what your current pool looks like.
Let's see. Yeah, exactly.
I do like that even a simple game like this can be analyzed. Because it's not like tic-tac-toe. It's a little bit more sophisticated. It's kind of like analyzing Connect 4 or something. Like a slightly complicated turn-based game.
Right. It's just funny how much I'm like trying to objectify these.
Wow, when you put it that way.
Like those biceps.
I mean, I have to be
or...
honest. I struggle not to objectify Bayley when I'm watching her on television. I mean, really, all of them. Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks are beautiful too.
I love her slat sunglasses.
Yeah, her stunner shades.
Oh God. Okay, this is hard now.
While Mason's thinking, I can tell you that I got my top Trumps trading card, and it's Braun Strowman. It says, with his towering frame and intimidating aura, the monstrous Braun Strowman strikes fear into his opponents with his presence alone. Now free of Wyatt's grasp,
Wyatt.
The haunting superstar has become an absolute wrecking ball, annihilating any and all that cross his path, cementing Strowman as possibly the most imposing behemoth of this generation. Okay, he has a toughness ranking of 40, a sportsmanship ranking of 8, a strength rating of 98, and a top Trumps rating of 69. What the? How does he only have a toughness ranking of 40 if it can go up to 98 like strength can?
I don't even know this person, but I know he's part of the big mean Wyatt crew.
Yeah, well, he was. He was.
He even? Is he even in this game? Was he on the red side?
No, he's on our current roster right now.
Oh, is he?
Braun Strowman. He just looks maybe a little different.
Oh, okay. I see him now.
The monster among men, man.
Okay.
He's pretty cool.
Okay, I got my question now. Is your WWE superstars nipples, are they visible?
Yes, his nipples are visible.
Okay. That took about, half of them away.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, all right. Is your superstar black?
Yes.
Ooh, he did choose a slightly narrow category. That helped me a lot.
I was gonna risk it.
That helped me a lot.
Oh gosh. All right, I gotta take a swing then. Got all these exposed chests here. Okay, same question as last time. Does your WWE superstar go by 2 names?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really hard to tell if some of these guys have facial hair. I'm not saying black guys in general, but just like does he? This really doesn't look like it. Okay.
It could be hard to tell.
Okay. Is your wrestler like fat?
Yes.
Oh.
Damn it.
Fat's not too appropriate of a word for this person, but I mean it.
Comparatively.
Yeah, he's definitely the fattest that you can see.
I mean, now that you have my guy.
I think so.
Dead to rights.
I think so.
Like.
I think so.
So
I mean,
now,
fat and black. There's really only
I'm gonna have
one guy that would fit that description on this roster here.
I gotta take a shot in the dark. Then.
Wow, he's just going for it.
Because when I pass it back to you,
he's just going for it.
Oh man, who would you choose? I mean, all these guys have really funny names. I got Curtis Axel, I got Zack Ryder, and I got Dolph Ziggler. Now Dolph has the funniest name.
Why are they funny names?
I don't know. So Curtis Axel, this guy just looks like he's a mechanic. Like
he's the son of Kurt Hennig, the late
tycoon,
the late great Mr. Perfect.
Okay, well, those genes did not get passed on.
He's part of the B team right now.
What is he doing with his hair? That's my first question. Brother, embrace the fact that you're receding. You're thinning. This weird
his
cone.
father had very long, flowing blonde locks.
That's just disappointing then. Zack Ryder. I mean, come on, Ryder. Little homophobe. It's
pretty funny. He has
sexy.
He had this. I don't know what you're extrapolating there. He got himself over on the internet through his own YouTube videos, and then when the WWE finally got him, they just buried him. They were like, "No, you don't make yourself famous around here." They're notorious for that. They hate when people get themselves over.
Well, he kind of has.
Because I think they think it gives the wrestler too much power or something.
Right.
Which is fucked up.
Right.
The whole thing is designed to get over.
You need to go through us if you want to be The Rock.
Kind of.
Or John Cena.
Kind of.
He does have this sort of devil-may-care kind of smirk to him. I like it.
He's very underutilized.
And Dolph Ziggler, I don't know, Dolph. What? This is America, okay?
Well, he was on a tag team with Robert Roode, and so everyone's been calling him. Well, they're still a tag team, so everyone's calling him Rudolph.
Oh God.
They're both really talented. I like them.
Oh, and just Ziggler.
But I think they should. I think they should come up with a real tag team name for them.
Right.
And they're both it's the glorious Robert Roode, who has one of my favorite themes. It's awesome. It's glorious.
Oh.
No, I won't give in. I won't give in till I'm victorious. It's just amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. And I do like Robert Roode a lot, and I think Ziggler's really talented too. So they should come up with some kind of. They're both egomaniacs. So I feel like they could come up with some kind of I don't know, they're glorious or something.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot. I gotta go with Zack Ryder. His devil-may-care smile is it's too much.
That is incorrect.
Damn it!
I actually had Dolph Ziggler.
God!
So you had Mark Henry.
I did have Mark Henry.
Okay, yeah, you took a dare with Mark Henry.
I did.
Okay, well, so
I like his. He's just cheesing in his portrait, and I like that.
Yeah, he used to put people in the Hall of Pain, Mason. That was his thing. He's saying, I'm going to put you in the Hall of Pain. I liked it. It was funny. Oh. Did you read this part, Mason? Carefully remove the game pieces from the plastic frame. If needed, use an emery board. or sandpaper to remove excess plastic from the game pieces. Discard the frame after removing all the game pieces. Okay. So we weren't actually that incorrect.
What the hell is an emery board?
I know. You want to see how it's... Yeah, here. It's not like the school emery. It has an E. No, it's on the front.
You'd think that they'd do something more, to highlight that information. Isn't an emery board like what women use for their freaking nails? Or sandpaper? Okay, well, I feel confident that we removed the correct excess plastic.
So, what do you think, Mason, about this game? So I guess firstly, what are your thoughts on the game of Guess Who in general? And then secondly, as like a non-wrestling fan, do you feel like this added something to the experience?
That's a great question because I feel like in general, Guess Who, 2 games is enough.
Well, that's what we did.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe if both of you took one, you might be like, we just need a tiebreaker to get a third game in, but 3 is maximum. It's not a game that you're just going to keep playing over and over and over again because it kind of loses its variety. So the fact that they have this addition is kind of fun. It does make it feel a little bit more adult, than a regular Guess Who.
I guess.
Which I enjoyed.
I guess. I guess. I feel like it's the carnival sideshow freak version of the game. Like, yeah.
But I would never ask in regular Guess Who, like, are their nipples visible? Do they appear wet?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
And I like that I can ask those questions.
There is a lot of flesh in professional wrestling. A lot of flesh. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that, like, making a superhero version of the game could be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
I was just thinking of some other things. Really just, like, a version that has a bunch of, like, random pop culture icons.
Yeah.
Like, Disney could probably do it since they own, like, everything now.
Yeah.
Like they could do, like, a million different kinds of superheroes. Like, it could be, like, I don't know if they would own, like, Underdog and, like, but they could do something from, like, Underdog to, like, Thanos or something and, like, put them, like, all in the game. Like, that would be pretty cool. But, and really, like, it'd be better if you made your board, like, twice as big, I feel like.
Completely agree.
Because it would sort of, like, I think it would force you to get a little bit more creative and it would just make the process, I think, funnier. Like, just more, like, epic to, like, narrow it down. Because, let's see, so how many are there on the top? Well, how many are there total?
I think 24. I think it's...
That's correct.
6-4.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I think they should just do it like a 40-man battle royal. 40. That would be even better than, like, 24. That doesn't seem like quite enough. Because there's definitely enough wrestlers where you could do 2 sides of 40 each.
Yeah.
And then you could even call it the 40-man battle royal or something. But anyway... more women wrestlers would have helped it too.
Definitely.
Like, if you could have tried to get it close to 35 or 40%, because right now, it's 1 out of 8.
It would be pretty risky to choose a
woman. No. 1 out of...
Yeah, 1 out of 8.
Yeah, that's way too low.
Yeah.
It should be more like 3 or 4 out of 8.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, I think I would choose a woman, the next time we played, because I think it would throw you off too. It's like a risk-reward thing.
A little bit, yeah. But see, some of the questions like nipples exposed,
right?
Or like I think
long hair.
Yeah, I mean a lot of the guys have long hair. So yeah, I would say if you have a young wrestling fan, this might be a little bit dated, but I think it would be cool for kids to play. I also do think this would be fun to play over a couple beers with with another person who has freakish wrestling knowledge. Cause
ask about like physical appearances so much.
Well, yeah, I mean a little bit like, you could be like, have they ever been in a faction? Right. Which would be really complicated and you'd have to think back to like a lot of different people and situations and just, stuff like that. Or like, did your wrestler start as a face? Did your wrestler start as a heel? Like stuff like that. Just, a little bit more of like there's a little more wrestling trivia like thrown in and stuff. But yeah, it's cool. I would have liked it to be a little more expansive and I would have liked it to have less shoddy materials.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the purchase. I feel like it's a cool collector's item for me. And I was just so happy and delighted that this thing existed. So, so I have some more board games that I did buy, and there's some others out there that I'd like to eventually get. Okay, I got the Road to WrestleMania.
Oh, the Groundbreaker. I see what you're saying.
So it's the Royal Rumble Ring Breaker game. So the Ring Breaker game looks kind of bizarre. Like, it's not even that wrestling themed. Like, you know that game where you have to like put a ton of marbles into something, and then eventually like the weight gives out and it all like falls
Is that
through.
Like, pull the little chopsticks.
Yeah, I think there's like something similar with this where like slowly the game breaks, like the ring breaks like slowly throughout the game.
Or like, it's meant to look like ice.
So it looks like it's only going to be like marginally about wrestling. Where I think the Road to WrestleMania looks like it's going to have a lot of wrestling stuff in it, but that's going to be pretty simple. Like, it almost looks like a Candyland style game where you just roll dice and like move across the board and stuff.
Right.
I'll probably be back to review some more board games, and I'll be trying to look for some more, but I also have the WWE Mad Libs book, which is also technically a game. So I might have to review that book as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so can you guess who? Do you have a clue? Apparently Mason does not.